racially indifferent take. Now, if you want to say, well, Acho, cater your take based upon gender, Acho, cater your take based upon race, I will understand that. But I'm about to give a gender-neutral, racially indifferent take. Angel Reese, you can't be the big bad wolf, but then kind of cry like Courage the Cowardly Dog. Because if you want to act grown, which she has, if you want to get paid like you grown, which you are, if you want to talk to grown folks like you grown, which you did post-game when you told a coach for an opposing team, watch your mouth. If you want to tell people, get your money up, then post-game when you take an L, you just got to take it on the chin. Nobody mourns when the villain catches an L. And Angel Reese, you have self-proclaimed to be the villain. Shout out to you, because you were the second best basketball player on the court, and it was not close. Outside of Caitlin Clark, it was you. 17 and 20. Dog. Showed up. Biggest game, second biggest game of your
15 minutes later.
Thank you to everyone who has respectfully reprimanded me and offered brilliant opinions on the Angel Reese conversation. I do not believe there is any one way to think about things, but thank you to the Ryan Clarks, the Essence Atkinses, the Bozema St. John's, the Trellas, the different individuals who is publicly and privately just giving me good wisdom, good feedback, good discernment. I understand. I think life is all about understanding. And so I just want to applaud those publicly, you watching, and those privately who have respectfully, the operative word there being respectfully, who are
take. Caitlin.
Thank you to everyone. Thank you to everyone who has respectfully reprimanded me. And
I'm about to.
Hey,
there it is, dog.
I was remixing it, dog. I wasn't done yet, dog. I was remixing it, dog. I was started.
Well, we can always go back in because we got people coming in. But I just want to say,
I was remixing it, dog. I wasn't telling you. That was funny.
Oh
dog.
no, we're gonna go back in. Hey, in the words of P. Diddy, this is the remix. We're gonna hit them with the remix, dog, and when we get a little bit more people, so they can kind of catch up what we are, man. Real quick, this is Hayes Street. We back at Deerfield Beach. It look like the beach jumping right now. It like some people about to come down to play a little bit of volleyball, and so therefore we about to do that, man. We in Deerfield Beach right now, about to have a good time. This is a Friday. We're gonna have talk about it, man. But I think you was on to something when you said the most famous lady basketball players, because we try to get away from them, and they keep coming back like the plague, dog. They keep coming back, Street.
I told you.
And Emmanuel Acho is in hot water for his comments on Angel Reese. And just to give a little backstory, we'll play it again here in a little bit as people jump on in. Bro, he makes a comment in regards to talking about, in just summary, him being Angel Reese taking on the quote-unquote self-proclaimed villain role in this in women's college basketball.
Right.
And now that they lost, she's crying. She comes in and says she's been sexually not abused, sexually what does she say, Street? Come on, talk to you, boy.
What she said, sexually
anyway, basically people
about
being sexualized.
Yeah.
She's been having death threats. You know, a lot been going on, a lot of pressure, and then she started saying, well, I can't talk about, I didn't talk about a lot of this stuff, but I would not have given it up for the world, X, Y, and Z. Well, Rawhide, what's up, baby? Well, he comes out, makes his statement. We'll play it again in a little bit. Then he comes out with not an apology, more of a appreciation for the criticism, the respectful criticism, as he says it. And everybody has ripped him, from Essence Atkins, the actress rather, Roland Martin, you name it, they ripped them apart. You can read in the comment section. It's a little nuts, man. But boy, these people here going bananas on this thing. Real quick, what's your take on it when you first heard it?
I think where is he at? ESPN. He's at one of these big networks, right?
He's on to speak with Joy Taylor, Shady McCoy, and I forgot the other person's name.
At these networks, right? All they care about is ratings and things of that nature. And it's a lot of competition amongst the people that sit up there. There's a lot of competition. I think sometimes these guys are pushed into having to say something they might not even mean. I don't know if he means this or not. You know what I'm saying? But I think sometimes they get up there and they say things not just to go viral, but to be relevant at their job. Now I know who Acho is. I only knew his face, right? So now I know his name. But him saying that about Angel Reese, I mean, knowing that knowing how this all started with her always talking about little girls that look like her have a chance. Because I think a lot of people don't understand the plight sometimes of how Angel Reese gets where she is. And if they were to see the movie, then they'll be like, damn, she is human, right? But yeah, so I think him going out there doing that to her, and that was her whole thing from day one, even though it sounds to others like she's boasting all the time. On the court, she talks a lot of trash, but that's on the court. I just think sometimes that those big networks, those guys get lost in themselves, Hayes, and they kind of got to get put back on track. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it, man. And you know me, I'm gonna keep this in the lane, but I will say you're 100% right. Now, here's what I will say. Y'all relax, but follow me. I understood what he was saying, but he took it. The context in which he was responding to was completely wrong. And that's why I always say context matters. Context matters. And he responded to the wrong context. Okay. That's where his mistake was. He responded to, because the context was not what he was truly speaking of. I do agree with him. If you want to play the villain role, don't cry for sympathy later, right? I get that. I totally understand that. If you want to be the big bad wolf, and when you all of a sudden get put in the boiling hot water, you can't be talking about, man, just give me another chance. Nah, you got to take it on the chin and ride. However, the context in which he's responding to is completely wrong. And the reason I'm saying that, let me follow up by saying this. The reporter was talking to Angel Reese about, since they won the last championship, how has her life been? That's what she was answering. That is what she was answering. She was not answering, or she was not talking about being a villain and wanting sympathy. She was talking and literally answering the question which was posed to her about, since they won the championship last, how has life been? And she answered that. But his response was out of context to what was being said. And there is the problem for Acho, because I think he just felt like, man, it's a good take. She lost. I'm just going to say it and see if people catch it. And boy, they called it like a Chad Ochocinco touchdown in the back of the end zone, tiptoeing. That's the issue. That's complete issue. And they lighten his behind up, boy. They lighten him up.
Right.
Now, can I get into my power to the people bag? Because the revolution will not be televised. And I'm going to say it, and I'm going to say it once, and I'm done with it. Because it's Friday. Coach on that cane juice. I ain't got no job. I ain't got nothing to do. So I'm finna talk about it today. Real quick, Street. This same now I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna be done with it. Now, if you want to respond, I'm all cool. But I like this outrage. But I want this same outrage. And that Charleston White talk that crap. See, we don't have no outrage for that. That's entertainment. That's funny. When Charleston White talking about dead man's a man's dead son. See, that's what I want us to do. Is that's what I'm looking at. When people get out of line, just challenge them, dog. That's all I'm saying, and I'm done with it. I'm done. I ain't going that far. I'm only this far on the cane juice. I'm only this far on the cane juice.
How far you want to go?
Street, don't test me with a good time. Look here. Me and you on the billboard at Deerfield Beach. Look at me, dear. We at Deerfield Beach. Right below you, we got some people playing volleyball. So we got a nice view. We got the water. And it's Friday.
Let me see what we got down there. Let's see what we got going on.
We just saw one take a ball to the face, literally.
Ooh, we got a crew of them down there today.
Hey, easy killer. Easy killer.
Is spring break or something?
Whatever it is, I'm glad it's happening. But look, that's all I'm saying, man. At the end of the day, shout out to Really Flawed, volleyball player. She said they terrible at volleyball. I don't think that's their goal, Really Flawed.
Flawed, I think you gauging the wrong stuff. You rating the wrong talent, Flawed. See, that's the problem with women. They always looking at the wrong stuff that don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you looking at the wrong talents.
Hey, I got a better one. Really Flawed is looking at Tubi, looking for an Oscar-nominated actor right now. That's the problem. Really Flawed is looking at Tubi, talking about, we're the Oscar-winning actors on this channel. We're not looking for the Oscar-winning channel. Hey, we here for the true entertainment value, baby.
Well, we here for the true entertainment. Baddies, West, all of that stuff. Really Flawed the one that look at the porn and start counting scar wounds and stuff. She got bullet wounds in her back. You're like, bullet wounds? I didn't even see a wound. Like, they just looking at the wrong stuff.
Dang, Street, you went way left. You went way left.
Yeah.
No, I'm just talking.
Thanks with a chick. First thing they say is something goofy, like, you be looking at it like, and you looking at it, and they say something like, oh, look at her eyelashes.
I'm gonna leave that alone, Street.
She got eyelashes. I didn't realize she had eyes. Let me look at this again.
She got a head? Anyway, you crazy, man. Leave this alone.
Look at her eyelashes.
We about to get canceled. We about to get canceled before we get subscribed to. 133 in the building, man. Appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button on my side of the street or street side of the street. We are just having a good time. But let's go, man. Let's talk about it, man. If we get up to 150, we'll probably play it again. What you think for maybe those that came in late so they don't know what we're talking about? However, to me, like I said, I understand what he was saying. If you want to play that role, you want to play the big bad bully role. It's like this. You want to be the bully in the school and the little nerd dude pick up the chin and knock you out. Well, then guess what? That you just got to wear that one on the chin, dog. You can't be mad.
Right.
You understand? But again, context matters. And I've always said that because I guess I have, not to steal your name from the footballville villains, but I have been villainized on a couple of my shows on the channel due to my takes on a couple of things and whatever. And sometimes you embrace it. You don't want to be the villain, but that's what it deems to be. So therefore, you become the bad guy. And I tell people all the time, I play this for them all the time, Street.
Mm-hmm.
You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say, that's the bad guy. So say good night to the bad guy.
So say good night to the bad guy. And sometimes you just embrace it without wanting to be that. Sometimes you just embrace it because that's just how you're seen or you have been pictured to be. And I think that's what Angel Reese did. she didn't. I don't think she came in wanting to be the Joker. She just ended up being the Joker. And let's talk about that a little bit. Why is that? Why do you think that is? If you think my take is accurate,
I think a lot of times, and I'm going to be real. African American speak with emotions, right? And speak with emotions, and it always sounds like they're either saying in your face, or they're saying I'm better than you. It always I think emotions, man, need to be talked about more than just crying and coming up as kids, because when you're in front of the nation and you're talking, right, you could deliver the message. You could deliver the message like she could, hey, listen, I do this because I want little black girls that look just like me to grow up. But a lot of times it sounds like she's talking at people. And also, anytime you get a guy, well, I'm not going to say anytime, because I think Chad Ochocinco is very boisterous, right?
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason, he doesn't get taken the way like a lot of boisterous people do. Like he doesn't get taken as the villain. He doesn't get taken as the guy that's, oh man, he always crying. You know what I'm saying? They never take him like that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think it's because the way she delivers her messages. And anytime you start putting color in something, man, there's other people of other colors and that don't relate to it, and yeah, they're gonna have their say so. Like I said, like, because everybody doesn't know everybody's plight.
Right.
So yeah, I don't ever think she meant to be the villain, but when she was pit against little Lily White, Caitlin Clark, it was over. She's Skeletor. Give me some villains. She's Skeletor. She Thanos.
Cobra. Cobra Commander.
Cobra Commander.
Megatron. Yeah.
Soon as she got picked up against little Willie, Caitlin Clark, sharp shooting, it was over. She the villain. She the villain with a late front.
And lashes.
Lashes. So
to what you just said, right? And I understand that, right? When you have competition, there's always, quote unquote, a lack of a better term, good versus evil, right? In that sense. I'm not calling the person evil. We're just talking about, right versus wrong, antagonist, protagonist, all those different type of things, right? And so somebody has to fit that role. Well, it typically the negative side of that coin is always the most boisterous person, the most animated person, right? You look at the Batman and Joker, right? People watch Batman for the villain, if you really think about it. For the Riddler, for the Joker, for Penguin, for whoever it is, right? Spider-Man, the same thing. They make the villain so big because at the end of the day, you still know that the hero is going to win. For example, Spider-Man, Superman, any man, he gets whooped out of an hour and 30-minute movie. He get his butt whooped for an hour and 25 minutes. In the last 5 minutes, he all of a sudden garners the strength and hit him with the super uppercut, the one punch, and all of a sudden he wins, right? You look at Hulk Hogan, right? Hulk Hogan was the hero in wrestling. And guess what? He gets slammed, he gets slapped around, he act like he dizzy. And when they go to pin him, he always does what? Throw that one hand up. 1, 2, and then he do what? Oh, brother. Oh, and he be, and then he gets his superpowers and then he wins. And I think that's like that in all aspects of life, right? And so that's also the part of sport that people don't realize. They're still human beings, man. They're still human beings.
Yeah. Okay, so we got 181 in here, man. We're gonna run it back and let y'all understand what we're talking about. We're talking about Acho from the network. who actually commented on Angel Reese post-game comments. He had a strong take on it. Let me see where it's at. Hey, you can put it up there?
No, I can, yeah. All right.
Yeah, I think we over it.
And go up one.
To everyone who has
I'm about to give a gender-neutral, racially indifferent take. Now, if you want to say, well, Acho, cater your take based upon gender, Acho, cater your take based upon race, I will understand that. But I'm about to give a gender-neutral, racially indifferent take. Angel Reese, you can't beat a big bad wolf, but then kind of cry like Courage the Cowardly Dog. Because if you want to act grown, which she has, if you want to get paid like you grown, which you are, if you want to talk to grown folks like you grown, which you did post-game when you told a coach for an opposing team, watch your mouth. If you want to tell people, get your money up, then post-game when you take an L, you just got to take it on the chin. Nobody mourns when the villain catches an L. And Angel Reese, you have self-proclaimed to be the villain. Shout out to you because you were the second best basketball player on the court, and it was not close. Outside of Caitlin Clark, it was you. 17 and 20. Dog. Showed up. Biggest game, second biggest game of your career. Absolute dog. But I'm about to give a gender-neutral, racially indifferent take.
Pause it. All right, well, let's go back right quick and explain.
The first part, Hayes, that he says. Put it back up there. Put it back up there.
All right. Here we go.
The first part.
I'm about to give a gender-neutral, racially indifferent take.
A gender-neutral, racially indifferent take. I think he was trying to prepare us for what he was about to say, as if she's not a woman, kind of like, just as a star athlete, you can't play both sides. I think he was trying to say, listen, I know it's gonna be kind of harsh, but I'm about to.
Well, yeah, I agree, because he is speaking about a woman. I think he was trying to say, I'm not speaking of this because this is not a comment in regards to just her and a woman. I'm trying to say whoever plays the villain role. That's what he was. I think he was trying to ease the blow, saying, I'm gonna make it gender neutral, because he's saying, even if you are let's say Draymond Green plays the villain all the time. And imagine if Draymond Green, now here's what's funny, and I'm just going to pose a question. Let us know in the chat. If Draymond Green, who I think everybody can agree plays the villain role in the NBA, goes in a press conference and starts crying about what happened to him in life, and Ocho makes this same response, would he get the same backlash? That's my only question. Do you think so? Same person.
Say it one more time. If
Draymond Green sat in the seat, because what I'm saying is Draymond Green is, in my opinion, the villain of the NBA. He done knocked out a couple people. He done stepped on people. Or even Lance. What was my man that was blowing in LeBron? Yeah,
Lance Stevenson.
Lance Stevenson. Any of those kind of guys, right? Because LeBron, Kobe, those guys are the heroes. Imagine if Draymond Green sat in a press conference after the NBA Finals and made similar comments to what Angel Reese said. Same question. Hey, Draymond, y'all won the championship last year. How has last year been? He responds in the same manner. Ocho comes on the show, makes those same comments. Would there be an uproar?
No.
Why not?
Because he's not a girl.
And that's why he said what he said. He said, I'm going to make a gender neutral. But again, people, like you said, I'm glad you stopped it. That people skipped over that piece. But again, I understand what he was saying. His response was not warranted for the question that was asked. But I just want to bring that up.
Now put it back up there. Because 15 minutes later. 15 minutes later.
Thank you to everyone who has respectfully reprimanded me and offered brilliant opinions on the Angel Reese conversation. I do not believe there is any one way to think about things, but thank you to the Ryan Clarks, the Essence Atkinses, the Bozeman St. John's, the Trellas, the different individuals who is publicly and privately just giving me good wisdom, good feedback, good discernment. I understand. I think life is all about understanding. And so I just want to applaud those publicly, you watching, and
That's how I feel about his that's how I feel about his apology.
This man here, dog.
Smoking on Joe Burrow. That's how I feel about Acho apology. Smoking on that Joe Burrow.
So it was no apology. He never even brought up her name in regards to speaking to her. He was responding to the people that spoke to him, and I'll just say call it constructive criticism because he kept saying respectfully. He never said to Angel Reese, I apologize. He never said to Angel Reese, you're not this, that, and the third. He was talking to everyone else in regards to that. And I actually saw Uncle Luke had a response to it. You can probably find it on his page.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, Luke had a response to it. And I said, for example, to me, he was just talking to the people saying, I can appreciate what y'all saying. That don't mean I'm going to change my mind. I'm not changing my stance. He was just basically saying, it really wasn't an apology. I don't know why people label it as an apology. It was more as more of an acknowledgement of the constructive criticism he had, and he had maybe respect for it, but that doesn't mean he's going to change their mind. Like, I can respect your opposition. I can respect your opposing viewpoint, Street.
Right.
And I can have respect for you, respect for that, but that doesn't mean it made me change my mind of what I was thinking.
Yeah, that's what he kind of said. That's what he kind of said. I still feel like smoking on Joe Burrow. Get on out of here, dog.
H-Town Creole, this is interesting because you talk about sexualized, and I didn't know what she meant. And then I believe somebody brought it up, and they said that somebody had made an AI picture of her in a porn situation. I don't know if it was a video or just a picture. And I hate to say this about her or about people. Once you get in that role, she's a pretty girl.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, they're gonna have fakes. Every celebrity got some kind of AI fake nude picture. Like that's just the role. Guess what? I guarantee if you go pull up Candace Parker, I guarantee she got some. I guarantee, I don't care who. I don't know if people got Reggie Miller's sister up there like that, but you know what I'm saying. I'm just saying, or Brittany Griner. Brittany Griner. I don't think they got none of that up there, but I'm just saying that if you're a pretty young lady, I hate to say it, but the reality is it is par for the course. You got some weirdos on the internet. You got weirdos that also know how to use Photoshop. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. And unfortunately, that's par for the course.
You think it's the video, AI porn video of Caitlin Clark out there anywhere?
No, because I don't think people look at her in that light. I think people are attracted to Caitlin Clark's basketball play. Yeah, her game.
So let's get into it, dog. Let's get into it.
Because Angel Reese got swimsuit pictures.
Let's get into it. Now, when I start clicking through these pictures and videos, all the women in the comments are going to say, that's just a bathing suit. That's just she should be able to wear what she want to wear. You know what I'm saying? I've heard it numerous times from a girlfriend in my own house. But a lot of times when, like, that's just a bathing suit, right? She's probably doing a photo shoot or something. Just a bathing suit, photo shoot. Nice pictures. They always do a bad job with her. You ask me though, with the way she looked. I've seen them do it right maybe once or twice. She look good right here. She looked really good right here, like a queen. And that's a good. They did her good. They must be had some black makeup people.
Go up a little bit. Go up right there with the blue thing in the bonnet on. Right there.
Blue thing in the bonnet. Right
there. Watch this.
I'm just saying. She finna put it. Yeah.
She finna the girl's dress. It should look like an American Girl doll dress. You'll put it to your body.
Okay.
Put it to your body.
Right?
What
It's
the
just
fuck?
it's just clothes.
Yo, what
It's
is
just
this?
it's clothes. It's content. We should be able to wear what we want to wear and look how we want to look. And but I'm saying, I don't think as a kid, I don't think she realized she makes herself like a sex symbol. Like, I don't know, she makes herself visually like women, listen, it's a choice. Women act as if on their days off that they have to take their clothes off. No, it's a choice to dress how you dress.
Sure.
So now you're in front of everybody with all these followers, and she's sexy, she's a nice looking girl, and then dudes pull out the lotion, and then you get sexualized. It's part of being famous.
And I'll say this, right? She's a pretty young lady. She's doing like that's an awesome picture right there.
Whoever took them pictures, because they're from the same picture with that crown, I bet.
Yeah.
These look better than anything I've seen her in with her clothes off. These are nice.
They're color graded perfectly. They've done all of the right things. They got the perfect color quality, the lighting, all of that kind of stuff, right? Cool. But here's another thing. The same thing I guarantee she went through, and why a lot of people have followed her now. I just got to call this. A lot of people followed her. A lot of them probably came from those type of pictures. Because I'm going to go back to them dang on Cavender twins. Pull up their stuff. They in bathing suits. They're in all that stuff. And therefore that attract. Caitlin Clark, in my opinion, one, that's not her forte. That's not her thing, right? And you don't see her in that kind of stuff. So again, I'm not blaming anybody for what they're wearing.
This popped up under Angel Reese. Who is this? Libby Dunn? No, that's one of them. Libby Dunn,
No,
the
that's
Cavender twin. Who that is?
No, that's the. No, hold on.
Libby Dunn. Libby Dunn.
Yeah, that's the young lady that's the gymnast for LSU.
The gymnast. Yeah, she's one of the big NIL college players too. That popped up under Angel Reese media, under Angel Reese thing.
And can I tell you something? Hold on, Sure, I don't want to say this. You think she has 5 million followers because she can hit a triple axel split? Or because of the way she looks?
Because she plays both sides. She uses all her talents. She's not Lamar Jackson in the playoffs. She uses all her talents. I see really flawed saying, why can't we condemn men for sexualizing her? Because women always want us to respect their hormones, right? Their feelings, right? Always. You gotta respect their hormones, respect their feelings, respect their, what's the word? Am I missing the word? What's the word?
I'm gonna let you dig this hole. I'll see if I can throw you.
Okay, I'm gonna dig a hole. I'm dig a hole. Give me a shovel. Women always want us to respect you gotta respect their feelings, their hormones when they're feeling bad and they're down and period about to come on.
Lord.
Nobody respects the man's hormones. Or whatever we got. Whatever make us horny dogs, nobody respects that. That's why really flawed, because that's how men see things. But nobody respects how we feel, right? How things make us feel. Hormones, he said it isn't hormones. It's what we got? What we got? I was asking that day in school. What we got, hey? We got
here's what I'll say.
What we got?
Here's what I'll say. An old advertising and marketing thing has always said, I'm just calling it what it is. Sex sells. And that's on both ways, right? You don't see fat dudes out there modeling Calvin Klein draws. You see chiseled up guys, right? Strong jawline. That's what the women like. And for men, they like this particular look, right? Now you can have a campaign with the Lizzos. You can have a campaign with the Faison Loves or something crazy, but that's not the typical marketing ploy, right? Sex sells. We all know that. Everything is sexually suggestive. The way lipstick, makeup, right? That kind of stuff. So it's ingrained within us, and it is something that we get innately in life, right? I don't care who you are. When you hit a certain age, you reach puberty, though that switch is turned on. That is why Lizzie Dunn, I believe that's her name, the gymnast from if you don't mind, Street, go to her page if you don't mind. Lizzie Dunn, her Instagram, the gymnast.
Libby Dunn.
Yeah, I think it's Lizzie or whatever it is, but you'll find if you look at her page, she created her page, and I want to just look at it. The Cavender twins created their page, and you look at what they're putting on their page because they know that's what get people to do what? To click and like. Yes, you can have 5 million followers, but let's be honest. I've never ever watched an LSU or any other gymnastics competition, like watched it, like tuned on, like Saturday 2 p.m. LSU gymnast. No, and the only reason I know who she is because of what's happening with her. Nobody's talking about this young lady, and she may have won a national championship in gymnastics. I don't know, but that is not the headline of her. This is definitely not the headline. Why do the Cavender twins have 5 million followers and one of them barely played?
Right. So check this out. So Really Flawed, because me and Really Flawed getting into it, you only put on the phone line. So Really Flawed said, so because men can't control themselves, women are responsible.
No,
now, Hayes, didn't she just walk us? Really Flawed just walked herself right in a cave, right? Because they want us to respect that they cannot control their goddamn selves when their hormones take over. And they start acting crazy. And then they want us to respect when they can't control themselves. Eventually, this conversation is going to get to, you a man, dog. Be a man. Be a real man. Be a real man, dog.
No so even Ellen says women are responsible, right? The very first picture. Hold up. I'm scared to even click that part. Her third picture says warning, sensitive content. I don't even know what's behind it.
Olivia ain't playing with y'all.
So hold on. Here's the funny thing. This is her page. Scroll down. Hold on, scroll down. Do me a favor. Hold on.
Hey, hold up. This is not her page.
Okay, I'm sorry. All right.
Yeah. Let's not put out fake information now.
Okay, I thought it was her page.
This is me finding media of her on Twitter, right? So I don't know what this is. Let's go to her page. Let's be safe.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can find out.
I only want to speak about her. I thought it was her page. I apologize.
Yeah. No. Those are pictures of her that obviously they're out there on the internet, so she did it, right? You know what I'm saying? Let's go to her page.
So while he's looking for that,
it ain't hard. There it is. Bomb.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's gonna be far. Y'all think it's gonna be far? In the comment section. Do you think it's gonna be far away from what we just saw? You think it'll be close? This is her page, 5.1 million followers. Oh. You got some pin at the top. She's gorgeous, girl. Look at her next to Angel Reese. I realize they do go to the same school, huh?
Yeah, LSU. Right. Scroll down. Her fourth picture. Look at her fourth picture. Go up, Street. Hold on. Go to the top. LSU. Street. Go to the top. I want to show people something. LSU. Her fourth picture. Go down. Bathing suit. Fine.
Yeah.
Go to the next picture.
Let's see what's in here.
Now, can we simply say, listen, can we simply say that, guys not gonna be cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs over this? Sure. But she also knows that's what she's modeling, right? That's what I hate to say that, but that's what she's modeling. And that out of the 5.1 million followers she has, I'm speaking roughly here. I guarantee 4 million, if not more, have never seen her compete in gymnastics unless it's a clip. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. No, she using all her talents. I mean, I totally get it. Even that's a fly ass picture.
It's cool.
That's art right there. That's a fly picture right there.
Yeah.
She getting it now.
Yeah.
Dog food. I mean, and she's gorgeous, and she's America's like sweetheart. You know what I'm saying? Gorgeous, like, man, come on, man. I don't get no down home wholesome than that. Hey, you know you be having dreams of having you
Not
old
me.
drop top Mustang, blonde hair, blue eye,
Not me.
Oakley shades wearing.
Man, nah, but
Who in the comment section? Who in the comment section from the hood sometimes have a dream of a
ain't nobody know about that, man.
drop
All I'm
top
saying,
Z28, blonde hair, blue eye,
okay.
Oakley shade wearing, out in LA.
But look
Y'all
what
have
she's
them
doing.
dreams sometimes.
Hold on, do me a favor. Her first comment, what does it say? At Vori Clothing. So she's modeling the clothing. These are her, like, these are the things we're talking about. And I could see, like I said, I could see an Angel Reese doing some type of modeling. She's got long legs, you know what I mean? She fits the bill. I could see her on America's Next Top Model. They even still got that show. I don't know. But look at the pictures. Look at the suggestiveness of the picture.
Who's taking these pictures, boy? That's a fly picture, dog. Regardless of that's a fly picture though, dog.
Yeah, it's color graded perfectly. All of that stuff. Yeah.
That's fly, bro.
And I guarantee,
people,
go back to that picture, Street. I guarantee that purple light that's under the bottom under there was added in post. They don't do gymnastics with neon lights under the thing. I guarantee a lot of those, like these pictures, I learned that through Photoshop. They add that stuff. They add these lights to it for that look. Like a lot of that's done in post.
500,000 likes, dog.
So anyway,
what? That looked like practice. Maybe that's when she was younger.
They practicing, dog.
There's some fly pictures, dog.
Tiger Nation, let's ride. That was 21 weeks ago.
There's some fly pictures, bro. She got some professional.
Hold on, no. Go back. She just said, "I'm sorry, the Photoshop is so obvious." Go back. Look at this. Look at her comment right there. I'm sorry, but the Photoshop on the second pic is so obvious. What's the second pic? Go to the next pic.
That's not her that said that.
I know, but I'm saying let's go to the next. Go to the next picture. So
this is the second pic right here.
They probably put her. See what I'm saying? They cut her out from practice.
Nah. Okay. Nah, I think they're talking about just how perfect she looked, how slim her waist is, and
maybe they can move your leg and all that stuff in Photoshop now. Her legs were probably a little bit more scissored. They got them more straight. Like I'm telling you, that Photoshop crazy, boy.
When I tell you, them being at the same school, her and Angel Reese being at the same school with Fly J, that was a perfect storm of media. So we may not never kind of see that again because they were able to just play off each other's following every now and then. You feel me? And gain more fame, more followers. But okay, so what we were talking about, Hayes, was is you're going to get sexualized. Now, the women say, hey, we should be able to wear what we want to wear. We should be able to feel comfortable. But like I say, with my wife, I had a conversation all the time. That's not how the world is set up.
What you say, Street? What you say? Y'all clap it up. Y'all clap it up for my dog. But my dog said my wife. Y'all clap it up.
We've been together 1,700. Been together 17 years. But we had a conversation all the time. It's like, but that's not how the world is set up. You can't just wear what you want to wear. I can't just walk down the middle of Chicago with a bunch of money in my hand and a $40,000 chain around my neck and think it's going to be okay. It's not how the world is set up. It's not.
No, you're right.
Yeah. So what you put out there is kind of what you're going to get back. In Angel Reese category, I like to tell y'all this. Who in the comment section has a 19-year-old or 20-year-old? Because sometimes we think these college kids have answers, Hayes.
Mm-hmm.
And when you look at your own 19 or 20-year-old, that motherfucker doing some dumb, yeah. Every day he doing some dumb. Now imagine if the world was watching your 20-year-old.
Mm-hmm. You're right. You're 100% right. You're 100% right, bro. And ladies, let's not act like y'all don't do that either. What's some dudes that be on Twitter and Instagram? They be doing a morning routine. I forgot buddy name. It's a dude that be on there. He tatted all up. He do his hair. He wake up. He make up the bed. Dude got the little tight draw. No, It's the same thing, bro. It's the same exact thing. When y'all saw The Rock, when The Rock be out there wrestling, he take his shirt off. And it's the same thing. It is the same exact thing.
Yeah, it's just how the world, like there's nothing even about the world. I got a story, quick story. So I worked as a CO, right? And as a CO, I was always with the males. Usually had the women with the women, and then the males with the males. But sometimes you get sent out to a female facility, and they allow you to do certain things, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's female inmates at TGK where the men are, and you try your best to steer away from them. It ain't nothing but trouble coming from a female that's desperate. She locked up. She don't have anything. You know what I'm saying? So you steer away from it. But when they send you to the annex with all the females as a male, you can't steer away from them, right?
You in the lion's den, boy.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this, dog.
Easy, killer. Easy.
I'm gonna tell you this. The women at the female jail, them coming on to me, it wasn't even subtle. Very confusing, dog. It wasn't even subtle. It was like, hey, whatever you want, you can have it. And that's what I'm saying. The world isn't equal. You know what I'm saying? If the males did it to the female officers, all hell would break loose.
Mm-hmm.
Hayes, they made me uncomfortable for the first time in my life. I felt like, oh, this is dangerous. This is a bit much. I need to get up out of here. No, it's when your job is, it's when your $80,000 job is on the line, and an inmate needs anything on their side. You know what I'm saying? To get a chance to either be released, have some dirt on somebody, have some leverage on the officer. It goes a lot deeper than that.
Hey, I'm afraid. Listen, I'm afraid of aggressive woman, especially if she got murder charge. I don't want none of that. I'm straight. I'm straight, street. I'm straight.
Justin says,
you felt like a piece of meat, dog.
Hey, Justin, like a piece of meat. I felt like a piece of meat. And it felt like it felt like a piece of meat. And you're saying to yourself, like, whoa, wait a minute, man. Like, I'm fighting for my life. What R. Kelly said? I'm fighting for my life, man. Fighting for my life.
I ain't never hog time nobody. I ain't never hog. But I will say this, Street. Now you had an opportunity to feel how a woman feels when she walks through the middle of the line in the club.
Right. Right. But what I'm saying is there's nobody to come save the man. Not go to my homeboys and be like, dog, that made me feel uncomfortable, dog. I thought one of them was gonna touch me. There's no answer for us. You see what I'm saying?
And I hear that because I heard Boosie talk about this before. He talked about walking through the crowd and women grabbing on him. What are you gonna do? Press charges? Like he could, but it's one of those things. It's a double-edged sword. It is. Right. I get it.
Really flawed thing. I proved your point. No, I wasn't proving your point. What I was saying was, when it's done the other way, we just have to deal with it. Like, we got to deal with it. But the other other way, a man coming on to a female officer, all hell breaks loose. The male officers are coming in there. It's going down. It's different. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
true.
I wasn't proving it.
I get what you're saying. So, for example, let me just try to paint this. So you're saying if a male officer went at a female inmate, it's an issue, right?
Right.
But if a female inmate goes at the male officer, who does the male officer turn to? So if I'm the other officer, you be like, yo, Hayes. You be like, Hayes, boy, man, a inmate 1257. She talking about holler at you, boy. I'll be like, boy, shut up, stupid.
You be like, Sarge. Inmate Clarice said she want me to come with her in the shower, and it made me feel uncomfortable. We ain't gonna do like that. We ain't gonna do like that. They gonna laugh at me. They gonna, you know what I'm saying? It's like, deal with it. So I think inmate Tamisha rubbed against my butt, and it made me feel uncomfortable. What are they gonna say, Hayes?
Yeah, hey, get back in there and get to work. Stupid.
Right.
I know, and unfortunately, that is a double standard of life. It is a double standard. But I do want to say this. I understand. I do understand. I think you truly understand as well how women feel, and I think we both do. However, there is a woman's side, because you got some of these dudes. I forget this dude name. He get up and he like wash his face and he, comb his hair and make up his bed. And boy, the ladies be ripping him in the comments. Ooh, girl. Ooh, wow. Ooh, girl. And guess what he's doing? He know what he's doing. He recorded it. He know why he put it on the internet.
Right.
He knows. And again, I will say this. Neither one of those young ladies, Angel Reese or what's her name, Olivia Dunn, neither one of them were any of those were trashy pictures. It wasn't no OnlyFans. They weren't OnlyFans pictures. They were accentuating their beauty in those pictures. Right. And I'm not trying to say that to be funny. Like those could have been regular People magazine, Time magazine ads for clothing, lipstick, makeup, whatever. Right? It wasn't anything out. It wasn't anything outrageous.
Right.
But dog,
and this here is why I ignore them and I say, hey man, sit down. Because it's always gonna come back to us. It's always gonna be our fault. So that's why I don't pay no attention to the crab and the crying. Hey, sit down. And it's time to sit down because it's gonna be my fault. At the end of the day, it's gonna be my fault, no matter what. Yeah, it's gonna be my fault. I'm 40 years old. I understand that.
Remember Janet Jackson? Bro, Janet Jackson took her album cover like this with a dude got the hands on there with no shirt. Why? What they got to do with her music? Because guess what?
It was me want to see. It's y'all fault.
So my thing is, when that back in the day when you had to go to Spec Music or whatever, in 100 copies of Janet Jackson standing like this with a dude with a hand over there caught your eye. That's why, and it sold records on top of the music. When Beyonce got on that horse, pull up that picture. Yeah. Pull up that picture, Street. I mean, right now.
For no reason. It ain't got nothing to do. It ain't got nothing to do with acapella.
When she got up there with that picture on that horse, like, so I get where women are coming from, and I totally understand that. But you also have to understand that's what sells in the market. I remember hearing that about advertising and marketing. Everything is sexually suggestive, right? And the beer company the beer company ain't got regular dudes drinking beer, right? They got the nicest ladies, this, that, and the other, and that's just what it is. That's just I mean, that's just marketing, that's societal deal, and whatever else, Thank you, Derek White. I'll leave it at that.
What?
I might open the phone for Really Flawed. You want to open the phone for Really Flawed? Think she'll call in?
No, I think her husband's sitting there. She can't talk to two men. I
ain't getting into that. Really Flawed. Really flawed. Will you call
No.
in? Will really flawed. Will you call in? I'll open the phone line. You call in if you say yes, and then we're gonna have a legit conversation about it. I think it's in. We said we want to do that. I know it's already past 8 o'clock. We got 5 minutes, but it is Friday. I ain't got no job. I ain't got nothing to do.
Friday, you got no job. You got nothing to do.
You ain't got the number saved, really flawed? Oh, she said drop the StreamYard link. Oh, she want to come on and join that boy.
No, she done got her hair done today. It's on, hey. Man, I'm gonna get out of here, man.
Now she got her own. You ain't finna, oh, that boy got scared. He done got scared.
I'm gonna get out of here, man. Got time for this, man.
Oh, street. You don't want none of that pressure?
I feel uncomfortable, man. Nah, tell her, come on.
Get back to work. Stupid. Get back to work. Stupid.
Tell her, come on.
All right, hold on. I'm trying to see how to get her the link.
How to get her the link? Get her email.
Meanwhile, she was just on the panel with eight men. All right, let me see if I can get it. 258 people in the building. Hit the like, share, and subscribe button. We're talking about, matter of fact, while I'm doing this, if you don't mind, you can play it one more time, the two things, and then we'll go from there while I try to get her the link. This is gonna be interesting too.
Let's see. You say play it. Let's see this. I was trying to pull up Beyonce picture, but it ain't coming.
What you mean?
It ain't. I don't know. The one that I pulled up just keep getting stuck.
Because there's too many people looking at it. I broke the internet. No, I'll say this.
What about the picture?
I'm just saying. What is that? What is that? She what? 44, 43? It's an awesome picture.
You should see the concert.
I'm scared.
You should see the concert. I mean, it's hey, yo, I was pretty close too. You should see the concert, dog.
Oh, this would be a great point. It says y'all played the Joy Taylor response also. No, I didn't know she responded. I didn't see it. Maybe it's in the thing. That'd be interesting. Let me do that while I try to get her the link.
I saw it pop up. What are they responding to, Hayes? What part of what Angel Reese said is bothering everybody?
I think it's because it's not what Angel Reese said. It's what Acho said about Angel Reese. And there's a big outcry about what he said. And people are saying,
okay.
Yeah, it's not what she particularly said.
So she responded to Acho.
You talking about Joy Taylor?
Yeah.
I would guess. I don't know. I didn't see it. There's somebody in the chat said, Justin said y'all played the Joy Taylor response also. So I guess that's what she's responding to. I'm not sure. Okay, I think I found a way to get it over. All right. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. You're gonna be our first guest. My goodness. My.
I know. We're gonna start getting some. We need to start getting some more. Talking about Street so scared his internet breaking up.
Hold up.
Man, I think we ain't no argument with no woman. I think I'm gonna argue with a woman.
No, it's not an argument. I'm saying I don't think it's an argument. I'm just saying I think it'll be. She's a very articulate young lady, and can articulate her viewpoint. And I'm just simply saying, I think all three of us will understand both sides. I really believe that. I really do believe that. That we all three will see all sides of it because there is both sides of the coin. It's not just one side, but I think we all can agree. But I think they'll be coming in a second. Let me see if I sent that over there properly. 263 in the building. Y'all go ahead and hit the like, share, and subscribe button, and we make it happen, man. Oh boy. Yeah, I sent the link over.
Joy Taylor. She responded to Joy, so let's see Joy Taylor. Let's see what she bravo about today. Let's see what she got going.
Real quick, why he says that Justin Tinsley said Acho was responding to Angel crying in the post game, but Joy Taylor took the we never criticize men for showing their emotion side of it or taking the villain persona. All right. Let's see how this goes on this. I've never had a third person on here, so it may be jacked up for a quick minute, but let's see if we can fix it.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you. I'm trying to see how
I can't see myself.
I know we're trying to do that,
Okay.
and I'm trying to see how to do that.
Oh, she up? Yes.
Hey! Also, I just want to say I'm not here to argue with you. I'm not. Yeah, I'm just here to give a different perspective.
I'm listening. We here to learn.
You want to argue? If you want to argue, though, we can argue. But
no, I can't. I can't beat you arguing. Like, we're here to learn. So how did all this start?
So we're here. What I was wearing, I actually put on this hoodie so that I didn't come in selling too much sex. So I didn't come in with.
You should have came in your natural.
Oh, and now she comes in with her boobs out. Now she's coming in showing off her body.
You should have came in your natural state.
So my whole point is this. I agree with what you all are saying as far as they're sexualizing things. That's their whole purpose, right? Is sex sells. We can all agree with that. I also agree that there's going to be some sexualizing happening. Got that. My point is, once all of that happens, why is that not enough? It's the extraness that is my thing. And then you just said you had a similar experience when you went to go see a woman and she was hella aggressive and all this stuff. That's what I'm saying. Like, why can't, so in that same context, you understood what I was saying, but then when it's about men, you didn't understand what I was saying.
So help me understand. So you're saying that somebody like Angel, give me more perspective. Somebody like Angel Reese, right? Who being sexy is part of entertainment that she's in. Because people don't realize that sports is entertainment. We think 100%. It's a way of life, and we think it's Nike made us feel like it was a culture or something. You know what I'm saying? But it's entertainment. Yep. So you're saying that because she looks that way, and she dresses the way Olivia Dunn presents herself the way she presents herself, she's going to be sexualized. But what's the next step that you're talking about?
So I think
explain that extra.
I think the extra step are all the comments and all the derogatoriness that she gets. Like, so here, let me backtrack. You guys started this conversation because you were talking about Acho and his comments about her. And before he started talking, he was even aware enough to say, I need to say these things with a warning, right? I need to strip this down for a second. I need to make this safe. That single action let me know everything is my point. Like, if you have something to say, you shouldn't have to strip it down. But the second you strip it down, it lets me know that you're creeping into a territory you probably shouldn't be in. Now, obviously, the Acho situation is a little bit different because he reacted off of a media clip. He didn't even watch the whole interview. So he got himself in a doghouse for a whole different reason. And he's done that before. So there's also a little bit of context with him where it's like the background knowledge of him coming out and talking about things without doing his research. So that's why he's getting it so much right now, is because I think this is like the second or third time that he's done that. And he always does it against Black women. So that's why he's got so much happening right now. It's not just like this one instance. So I just want to make that clear. But my issue is I feel like women being women should be okay. We should be able to dress how we want to dress and talk how we want to talk and do what we want to do. That's all I'm saying. And if you, I will stop talking after this and then I'll let you both talk. And then my point in saying is, because I'm being a woman and because I'm doing what I do, your reaction to me is not my problem. Your reaction to me should be your problem. You're responsible for your actions and what you do. So if I come out and I wear, if I would have, I'm not, but if I would have come on here naked, okay, looking fly as hell okay, looking sexy, doing what I want to do, I should be able to do that without you assuming I'm coming on here looking that way because I want to be with you. Maybe I just wanted to not have any clothes on.
Right.
So that's all I'm saying. Go ahead.
Show us what you had on. What do you have on under there? Take the hoodie off.
Nope.
Damn.
Now, come on now.
I have to show for that.
Okay.
What you have on? Where you came from?
Right. But
hey, wait. I need her to do more. What does that look like? What does women should be able to wear like how they want to act, right? Right?
Yeah.
What does that look like in this world?
When you all open the YouTube thing, the first thing you said was, "Oh, wow. Oh, okay. Okay." Or hold on, let's go back to the beach scenario. So we're on minding our business. I'm watching them play volleyball. I played volleyball. I'm interested. That's the first thing I see because that's my lens, right? I understand that anybody that's playing volleyball, I'm naturally going to see them playing volleyball first. And the first thing you all noticed was what? What did you notice? True.
Now, really, I'm gonna say this really flawed. You know why
I didn't see a ball.
Oh, you didn't see a ball. Okay.
I saw two of them back there. There was one on the left, one on the right. But here's what I'm gonna say really flawed. The reason I'm gonna say that logic is really flawed, like what I did that to
I like
because I've been to a game with a woman and she's like, "Ooh, look at him in them pants," and I'm looking at football players playing football.
Right, agreed. And
so
I think
that's why I say it's both, but it's not. But I think it's coming off, which I understand that men like all we see is butt cheeks. But on the opposite end, when women go to the football game, they're like, "Dang, look at him in them pants."
And that's what I think that's okay. The sexualizing part is okay. It's when it goes. It's when. So if you
the weirdness, the weird stuff happens.
Correct.
Right?
It's that extra. It's okay. Let's
and
be
it's
real.
weirdos out there. It's weirdo. Like that's the part you can't. That's something we can't ever contain. I don't think.
That's it. And that's that. Like that I have a YouTube channel, and sometimes I'll go on my YouTube channel, and sometimes I look cuter than other times. So sometimes in my comment sections, like some of the things that I don't even post that people say, I'm like, really? Like I'm here talking about whatever I'm talking about, and all you could notice was whatever you noticed. That's the too far. Just watch the video. Why the comment to me? Keep it to yourself.
Right. What you have on under there? Take the hoodie off. I want to see how it gets.
It's not happening. It's not happening. And then you brought in women hormone periods. Let's never do that again. Never.
Right. Because do you have kids?
No.
No kids. So you can answer this. You and Hayes, I don't have kids. If you had a child, though, if you had a 7-year-old girl, right, and she went to a school, an elementary school that was a mile down the road, you let her walk to school?
If it's where I live, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so let me reposition that and answer that. So my answer would be yes, because I did raise my younger sister, who's now 22. Until I was, raised her. And she walked to school. She did. And we live about about 2.5 miles from the school. And she did. Yeah. She would walk because the bus wouldn't come get her, and she wouldn't get in a car because she didn't know how to be responsible.
You said where you live at. Like, why is it where you live? So,
no, I'm answering the question for you that I would let her walk.
But you said you thought about it and you said where I live at, because she may be safe where you live at, right?
Yeah.
But there are some places that you wouldn't let her walk to school.
Well, probably. I just haven't lived there. That's why I'm answering for me, like from my perspective.
Right, yes. Right. But we know there's neighborhoods that we're not letting the 7-year-old walk just because of what we assume.
Fair, yeah. Right.
So I say this to you: a 7-year-old should be able to walk around wherever they want to walk around, right? We all love kids. A 7-year-old should be able to walk around and do what they want to do,
right?
In this world, right? But they can't.
Right? They can't
because there's weirdos out there.
I agree, but just because that doesn't make it right, though. That doesn't mean the weirdo is right.
Let's agree with you. Let's agree with you. That doesn't make it right.
Okay, that's all that's my whole point.
but we
Don't
agree
make
with
it right. But we have to deal in reality.
Okay. And go ahead.
That in reality, I've had conversations with my stepdaughter and her mom for years about, hey, how far are women going to go taking off their clothes? How far is this going to go? It went from bottom boob, it went to see-through shirt, it went to G-string showing a little bit. Now,
side boob.
Sexy Red have zipped down the front of their pants. And now I predicted this years ago, and I would be like, hey, her daughter was going to Howard University. How far are y'all going, Kiana? How far are y'all? Tell me when y'all gonna stop. And then she just gave up eventually and said, we women, we should be able to wear what we want to wear.
I think we're having a couple of different conversations here, though.
Okay.
Because I agree with what you're saying. I agree that the world isn't a safe place. The world isn't perfect. The world, like, I agree with that. I think my point is, you two gentlemen seem like very, air quotes, normal gentlemen. Okay. So my expectation.
Hold on, you put me in a box and said I seem like
of a gentleman is that you would carry yourself accordingly, carrying yourself like a gentleman. Is that fair? Like, would you say that you carry yourself like a gentleman?
Yeah, I'm not a weirdo, but sometimes, angels be
right. So if you carry yourself like a gentleman, my point is, why can't we hold men to being gentlemen? I get there's going to be weirdos. I get there's going to, but like, there are gentlemen out there.
Right.
So they get to fall in and act like the weirdos? That's what I'm saying. It's like, you see what I'm saying?
No. I think the
problem is, go ahead.
I just want to say this. I think we all agree that people should do what they want to do. However, you can't always do what you want to do. Right?
Valid.
And here's another saying I'll say. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. That's another piece.
Right. Valid.
Another point is yourself, and I hate to put you on the spot, the reason you won't put on or take the hoodie off and show what you had on, because you know there may be consequences to your action, even though you can.
Right.
But should you?
Right.
Because you can tell right now, no, I should not, because of X, Y, and Z. That doesn't
let
make
me
it
correct
right or
you.
wrong.
That's not why I won't take my hoodie off.
Okay.
I was wearing something super sexy. And I said to myself, if I come on with that, my message isn't going to be heard because I was told 10, 15 minutes ago when you all were looking at video, like that, you can't help it. You're a man. You're going to look. So I'm very dramatic when I talk. I move my hands, and I knew if I came on with that, the perception wasn't going to be what I was hoping for.
And it's the same both ways. If that dude, if we stood up right now and did this interview with the gray sweatpants on, you wouldn't have heard my message either.
Right.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. It's the same on both sides of the street.
But I don't think that was our argument. My argument.
I don't think we ever had an argument. I think we all agreed on all two facets. I just think the fact that, because I've seen women, and here's another thing, right? Being anonymous makes people do weird things, because you can come on the internet.
That's true.
You can come up here with just an avatar and type whatever you want to be, because you could type your thoughts and there's no repercussion. But because our face is on here,
right,
there's repercussions. But if you came on here with just your voice, really flawed, we all know it's not your name, but really flawed, you had a voice, you never saw your face ever, you could say some of the wildest stuff, but guess what? When you come on camera, hi, my name is really flawed, and I'm da 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 da. Right? So that's another thing too, is the internet allows creepy thoughts from maybe gentlemen and gentle ladies to live out certain wild fantasies about whatever, and then go back to their life.
Yeah, and that was, and my whole point was, because other people decide to do that, it's not the person's fault. It's not the woman's fault of how other people are reacting to
No,
her.
nobody's blaming. I'm not blaming her for how people are reacting. But what I will say, she has to be aware of what other people could be thinking based on the cause and effect. That's all I'm saying. You have to be aware.
I understand that. And that was all I was saying is like, if I feel like in certain situations, it's like women are responsible for the way men are interpreting what a woman is trying to do.
I agree with that. No, I don't think you're responsible.
I mean, this is a whole different topic, but even if we talk about like women wearing eyelashes, it's like men will always be like, why do they wear those eyelashes? We don't like those eyelashes. We don't like, and it's like, it's not for you. But the assumption is always that women are doing things for men. And it's like, there's this weird thing where it's like what I'm doing and my behavior is my behavior. I just want your behavior to be your behavior. That's it.
Why are y'all doing it? Like when you dress like whatever you have under there and you dress sexy and you know things are showing, why are you doing it?
Why am I dressing how I want to dress?
Yeah.
The same reason why you put on that red shirt today. That's what I want to do.
But anything I put on, like I have to take in consideration where am I going and who's going to see me, and especially me. See, I don't know if you know who I am. I have like 600,000 followers, right? I created something called Footballville, and people starts recognizing me like everywhere. So I have to, before I go outside, think about what I'm wearing.
Right.
And I don't even wear tube tops. I wear see-through dresses from $15 dresses off the internet. So my question is, why are you wearing something, right? And because I had the same conversations with my girlfriend, the same conversations, and she says the same thing you're saying. Because I want to wear it. I'd be like, well, you don't get up on Sunday morning, put lashes on for me and heels and walk around in them dresses you wear to the club. You don't do that and make my eggs. So it can't be for yourself.
Well, that sounds like a different problem. That sounds like a different problem. That sounds like a problem.
What I'm trying to say is, so back to my question. Why do you wear something that you know you look good in it? It's throwing a lot. Why do you do it?
I wear what I want to wear. I think like it's not deeper than that. I mean,
She said the same thing.
Really, I'm gonna say this. Really, I'm gonna say this if you don't mind.
No, let her go, Hayes, and then you got
it. No, go ahead. I got it.
We have to get her full. We have to get a full understanding.
I'll answer after he. Go ahead.
I just want to say this. No one does anything without considering the audience, right? Where you're going, the conditions, and so forth. For example, if I'm going out, right? I'm at the house, I want to wear a t-shirt, blah, 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 this, that, and the other, right? Got a hole in it, my favorite t-shirt. I'm getting ready to meet this lady for the first time on my first date, and I wear that shirt. I'm wearing what I want to wear. But the cause and effect is totally different. I know that I'm not going to impress. If I was going on a date with you, really flawed, my first time meeting you, you know what you're going to say? Girl, that dude came here with a holy shirt on and he did this.
But what if our first date is at McDonald's?
It doesn't matter.
It don't matter.
Okay. What I'm saying is presentation is anything, right? You're in a professional field. I'll leave it at that. If you want to disclose that, that's fine. But when you go to that professional setting and whatever you have on under that hoodie, would you wear that at your job? No, because the conditions dictate that. Right. The conditions dictate what. So you don't wear what you want to wear because you want to wear it. You wear what you want to wear because the conditions dictate that. And that's what I think a lot. And this is men and women. This is not a one-sided conversation. I think that women get it more because when we see ads and so forth and so on, for example, a woman will buy a car with a sexy woman modeling on it, and a man will buy a car with a sexy woman modeling on it. A woman will buy a car with a sexy dude on it, but a guy may be like, man, why they got that dude on there? Like, like, you know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah,
say
no,
that to say, and I'm not trying to be funny, but everything has a cause and effect. There are
I agree.
conditions. That's why I say just because you can and do things in life doesn't always mean we should. And conditions dictate what we do in life.
I
And
think
that's just what it
so.
is.
So when I get okay, so let's talk about when I get ready. When I
Mhm.
get ready, I figure out where I'm going. So, yes, if I'm going to a nursing home to go give care packages to older people, I'm probably going to dress different because I do
Mhm.
that versus if I'm going to give a big presentation to a CEO. Absolutely, it's going to impact what I'm wearing, but I'm still going to be wearing what I want to wear, whether it's sexy, not
Yes.
sexy, casual, whatever. So that's all I'm saying is like, yes, I do agree with you. You do dress for the occasion and the audience does matter. And all of those things are true 100%. But I think
Right.
I don't know if that was the same question he was trying to get at. I could be wrong, but I
Well, no, I
think
was going to the point. I was going to the point of saying, yeah, but I was going to the point of saying to you that when he asked you, why do you wear what you wear? And you say
sorry.
because you wear it because you like it, right? You wear it because you
Right.
like it.
Yeah.
You like what you have on right now, but you know that I can't wear that to my job. So therefore, there's another set of clothes that out
Right.
of the 10 outfits, I can pick the
Yeah.
one I like, but it don't fall
Right.
in the cleavage or the buns hanging out or whatever. So
Yeah.
that's what I
Whatever it
just
is.
try to tell people. And it's the same.
Yeah.
Everybody falls under that. Mm.
Yeah.
Or she wouldn't wear it out to the nightclub. It's another set of clothes she wear out to the nightclub.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't been to a club but yes.
Well, I'm saying you wouldn't wear your business suit. You
But
wouldn't wear,
yes.
I'm saying you wouldn't wear your, I mean, but you wouldn't wear your business suit to the club.
Yeah. No. Well, some of my business suits, I would definitely, but
Right. Right. See, I
to the
think
club I'm
I
going
think
to, I would. But I got your point.
you,
Point taken.
you know what, Hayes? I think it boils down to men that we are protectors, right? And when we think in logic of what can happen. And I
Okay.
think women, we protect. So they think in like, because I hear Ellen V in the comment section and she's saying, well, if the 7-year-old kid and something happens to the kid, a weirdo do something to the 7-year-old, Street is gonna blame the 7-year-old, not the weirdo. It's not about who to blame. Because when you land on the ground, or when a 7-year-old is missing, or when I get my chain snatched, it ain't about who to blame at that point. You know what I'm saying? Those are real things that happen in this life.
And we're
So
not
let me ask
blaming
you a
it.
question.
Yeah, and I'm
So
not
Yeah.
blaming. I'm not blaming
Right.
the
as a
victim.
man,
Right.
sorry, I was going to say, so as a man, what I think I'm hearing you say, and please tell me if this is not it, you're saying, I'm putting words into your mouth, so please correct me. You're
Okay.
saying that if you and I are going on a date and I decide to dress super sexy and I look sexy and I look great, what you're saying is because you're a protector, and once we meet up, what you're saying is I'm almost putting you, dare I say,
Yes.
in a weird, awkward, bad position
Yes.
because okay.
Well, I'm saying our thought process. See, what you just did is I know I have to protect that night. I'm going to have to, something can happen. I have to protect, but our thought process, not even in that scenario, is what could happen to the 7-year-old? What could happen to you with a short skirt on? And not necessarily who to blame. We're
Correct.
dealing what could happen. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
It's the weirdo's fault
Correct.
that he's a weirdo.
Right.
We're saying it can happen. And
Let's
when you're
prevent it.
missing, or when you're on the ground, or when we have to call the police, it doesn't matter who to blame then, right?
Because it
Correct.
happened.
And that's what, because it happened.
So here's what
Right.
I'll say. You actually gave a story I was about to tell you. Dating this young lady, top heavy, you know what I'm saying? We get ready to
Under
go.
boob or side boob? Under boob, side boob, all boob.
A lot of frontal boob. But anyway, a lot of. But anyhow.
Hey, before you go real fast, this conversation came from Angel Reese
Yes.
and her being sexualized. So people won't think we don't went Kevin Samuels on them.
Yeah.
Angel Reese and her being sexualized and Libby Dunn and this other conversation came from. So go ahead, Hayes.
Right. So she walks out the door and I'm like, oh, hell no. I like, nah, you got to change your shirt. And I'm being serious. I told her that, and she's like, "What?" I said, "No, you gotta change your shirt." And to what Street just said is the truth. I automatically ran scenarios because I'm looking like hell yeah, but then I'm also saying now I'm out here walking with you. This dude gonna be like, damn, and now I'm in a situation where a decision has to be made. I'm not blaming her. I'm trying to prevent something from happening. Does that mean a dude won't say something to her with a turtleneck on? Probably so, but it's probably more likely that a dude gonna say something when I can see all. When you get where I'm coming from. So I'm saying to myself. So what I'm saying is, I'm like, not that the shirt was ugly, not that you look like a yo. The fact that I am calculating risk and trying to mitigate those risks in my head, because now what happens in this scenario? Let me just ask you a question, and you may be different, but we know these things happen. I'm walking with you really flawed. You come in there, you got that shirt on.
Looking sexy as hell.
Looking sexy, right? And the dude goes and he's like, damn, blah, blah, blah. He grabbing on you because you know dudes get drunk. I'm with you. You got him on. He's still pulling on you. He pulling on. Now, what am I be like? Hey, babe, just act like you don't see it. Then now it becomes an ego thing.
Yeah.
Well, then the story.
I just want to pay a couple. Huh?
That's not my problem, though. But that's what I'm saying.
It's not a problem.
It's not my problem.
But see, right there is unfair because now, because we mitigated that risk, we're saying to ourselves, hold on, because this hanging out here, we calculate this, and here's what I'll say. If it's not my problem, then what happens when that dude grab your arm and I keep walking in? What you gonna call me then? Hold on. If it's not my problem, really, if you said
she said it ain't her problem.
Right. If my ego is not your problem, then this dude grabbing on you ain't my problem. Now, what you gonna think about me as your boyfriend?
But then we shouldn't be together, though.
No, see, and there you go.
Right?
Why? Wait up. Why?
My thing is, at the very beginning of this, you know who you're dating and you know who you're with, and you have to make that choice from day one. So if I get with you on day one, on day 10, if we're going on a date, you knew who you were with. So I can't do something you want me to do because on an off chance, some weirdo might touch me on the arm, might reach out, might grab me on whatever. And now I have to make sure that your ego can handle it. And I also have to make sure after your ego can't handle that and you do whatever you want, if you fight that guy and you lose, now I still have to pacify your ego and be like, that's okay, baby. That's okay.
So if he doesn't say anything and he just goes sit down and then you come sit down and he'd be like, what he said to you? Like if he don't do anything, would it bother you?
Wait, if he what? Say that again.
If he doesn't respond at all, if a dude pulls you and he just keeps walking and he goes sit down in his seat, right? and you come sit down and he's just like, hey, what he said? Y'all straight?
So I can actually, I've been in this situation and I feel like my personal opinion, I feel like what happens when people get into relationships, dating or whatever, we always forget who we're dating. And the person who we're dating probably has experiences of certain things depending on who they are. So for example, so I went to Vegas. I don't know how long ago it was. I went to Vegas, living my best life, minding my business. It's late. I don't drink. It's late. I'm trying to get back to the hotel room. I'm close. And this guy makes it a point to kind of like reach his foot out to almost try to like get my attention and stop me. And he did. So he put his foot out and he stopped me and I stopped back and I looked up and he used some line. I don't even remember the line. And I just kind of looked at him and I walked the other direction. My point is women have these experiences more than you think they do. And we actually handled these situations a lot. Does it mean that it's right, fun, or indifferent? No, but it just is what it is.
I'm sorry, really flawed. Here's what I just want to say this. I apologize. I just want to apologize. But again, you were walking by yourself. If you were walking with me,
I've been in situations where I've been with a guy.
Okay.
Hold
on. And that guy, hold on.
Let me say this way, Coach Hayes. If you and I are together and we're walking and a guy does whatever he does to me, I don't need you to react. I got it.
Okay.
I can back him off. and we can keep it moving. But what I can't do is if I back him off and you still have an ego, what do you?
No,
what do
you're
you
right.
do?
But what I'm trying to tell you is, if I'm walking and that dude step in front of you, and I be like, "Oh, she got it," I'm gonna keep walking. Because you just said my ego.
She said she's good with that. She said she's good with that.
And that's it.
Ladies, if any ladies in here, would y'all be good if your husband was there and some dude approached you and he kept walking? I highly disagree with it. You may be one of a million. You're the anomaly. You're the anomaly in this situation.
Well, then maybe. My thing is once I back you off, most men, I've only been in probably one situation where the guy didn't back off when I backed him off, and his homeboys actually came in and were like, "Bruh, like this is ridiculous." Like, and he was drunk. Whatever, doesn't matter.
There you go. You just hold up.
Yeah.
You just said that's the key word, drunk. When you go into these clubs, you catch drunk, and what I'm saying, drunk eyes look for boobies and butt. They be like,
I let my girlfriend.
That's not my problem.
I let her wear whatever she wants to wear. I don't. She's busty. I let her wear whatever she wants to wear. I wasn't necessarily talking per se, right? Actually being with you, right? It's the thought process of women saying, I should be able to wear what I want to wear, right? And it's the thought process of a man saying, well, that's not how the world works. And then, but y'all take it further. Well, I shouldn't be responsible for the weirdos that are out there. Well, who is? Because there's no Spider-Man ain't out there.
Right.
We don't have we don't have Blank Man. We
got Blank Man, Handyman. You ain't got no man. According to Really Flawed, no man need to help. She good.
But again, but
when you decide to put on the see-through clothes, right? You have to think I look good, but I also look like a piece of meat, right?
Absolutely.
And there are weirdos out there. And if something was to happen, we can't say, well, it ain't her fault. It ain't her fault. Well, it ain't her fault. She should be able.
Can I also just say, though, I think a part of this, and I'm speaking for myself, I don't want to speak for all women. There's also a part of this that, like you said before, Coach Hayes, is like, I know how I need to dress depending on where I'm going. Like, for example, I'm not going to go somewhere where I don't feel safe or I don't feel whatever, and I'm dressed in a sheer dress with a bra and thong on. So I think also there's also a little bit of like your intuition of like, is this what I need to wear to this thing? Or are these heels too high for this event? Or
condition dictates.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm going to a concert. Like, can I actually move around in this outfit? So there is a thought on us thinking of where we're going. Do we get it right all the time? Absolutely not, because you're right. There's weirdos, but there's also, like.
But here's what I'll say. Here's what I say. Here's what I'll say in really in peace. Locks were invented to keep people out.
Fair.
That doesn't mean they stop everybody.
Fair.
And all of us have locks and keys. Why? To prevent or to what? Mitigate the risk of a thief.
Yeah.
There are thieves in the world. That's why Street used to sit up there and watch him for his job, because people steal him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not blaming you because you left your door unlocked, but you do assume some responsibility because the door was unlocked. I'm not saying a thief should not have walked through your door and stole your stuff. However, I'm saying there's a reason things are in place to limit certain things. Just because you locked your door, I kicked the door in. Well, guess what? I've done everything I could to stop a thief from coming in my home. I get it. We had burglar bars on there. A dude took a car jacked the bars open and went through. Bro, I did everything I did. I got bars.
You should be blame him, Hayes. You can't blame him when your shit gone.
Right. But what I'm saying is I did everything. But how many times have you said you left your car door unlocked, whatever, and you came in and somebody said, damn, that's my fault. Yeah. Right? Like, even though you locked the door, right? And instead of him just opening it, he could have broke the window and still got your purse.
Right.
You left the door unlocked. You like,
but you were caught slipping.
I got caught slipping. And that's, to me, is the parallel. We're not saying that you are to blame because you want to feel sexy, yada, yada, yada. But you also have to know the risks that come with not doing X, Y, and Z as well.
I think I agree with you.
I say car insurance. Not knock on wood. I ain't been in an accident in 20 years, but I pay it month by month faithfully.
And that's what I'm saying. I think we agree on that point. I think we're in agreement on that.
Yeah.
That like on some level you are accountable for yourself. I think that's valid. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah. No, but I would like to say this before we get out of here. Like, we looked at all these pictures of Angel Reese, right? I don't know. Y'all wasn't in here. We looked at all these pictures of Angel Reese and why people may look at her the way they look at her. She's a young girl and she likes to show off her body, right? But for the women in here, right, it's something we got totally away from in this world. A lot of us, a lot. The world, men love to look at women with their clothes off, like they saying in the comments.
Women like to look at women too. I'm just saying.
True story.
Love strippers, right? We love strippers. We don't want to admit it, but it's the reason they go there and throw up all their money at the strip club. We love it when you look that way. But something that's not said enough is the most powerful woman.
Oh gosh,
the most powerful picture she has.
Don't do this.
This one.
Don't do. Oh God, I knew
it. It is.
I knew
it is the most powerful
and
picture she has is that one, the one with the crown, because I think a woman's power is in her feminine, her being feminine and quiet, and when she speaks, people will listen. But it has became.
Did you just say a woman being feminine and quiet?
I think her power is in her feminism. I think it's her being elegant and soft and like a queen. I do. I believe her power is there. Because the woman in your family that acts like that, right? We all have a woman in our family like this. Quiet, don't speak much. She ain't the one with always got some short shit on. Everybody respects her. Everybody treats her different. They talk to her different. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Now, I know y'all want to do what y'all want to do.
Here in a minute.
I know y'all want to do what y'all want to do, right? That's fine. Because that's what this is all about, Hayes. Women wanting to do what they want to do.
Don't put me in this one. Don't put me in this one, dog.
No. But that's what it's all about. That's the conversation. The conversation is about I should be able to wear what I want to wear. It's about I want to do what I want to do and don't really think about the repercussions. I believe, since Hayes don't want to be in it, the most powerful picture that we've seen of Angel Reese is this one. And I believe when women present themselves as such, it's powerful. I do.
And here's the thing. That can be your opinion. And kudos to you for wanting a silent, whatever, stripped down, basic woman. Kudos.
That is not what my girlfriend is. My girlfriend looks like a hooker half the time.
You did.
Damn, I'm saying
you did it. But that telling you saying out loud vocally 3 times a quiet woman, what is that even? So you know what?
I think women power. No, hey,
you're not a woman. You aren't that. That's the thing. Like you're not a woman. So you're telling women how they should be based off your standard and what makes you comfortable and what keeps your ego silent enough and makes you feel good. That's what it sounds like.
I think you went too far. I think you went too far.
Feminine and like what?
No.
Here's what I'll say because I don't want to get clumped in.
It don't have anything to do with my ego.
No, here's what I'll say. Go ahead, Street. Go ahead.
No, it don't have anything to do with my ego or what makes me comfortable. I'm from Miami. I'm not uncomfortable around.
Did you not say a silent woman?
I said women power.
Say quiet. He did say
Quiet.
quiet.
Yeah, I said their power. Their power is in them being
Everything that you just said makes me not feel powerful. It makes me feel obsolete. It makes me feel silent, and it makes me feel minimized. And it makes me feel like
and I know that.
I'm just telling you. I'm telling you.
Okay, here's what I'll say. Here's what I'll say.
And I know that.
And by the way, I respect the hell out of you, and we never have to agree about this at all. And I will still respect you just the same. But everything that you just said is actually everything I teach, mentor young girls to not be, because that expectation and that standard, whether or not you admit it or not, it actually strips women of their confidence, and it strips women and their ability to actually step into who they are. And I think that sometimes we don't realize the words that we're using to talk about and explain women. It doesn't help young women. And I think that's the missing piece here, is like, my goal on my job on this earth, I'm a grown woman, but my job when I'm teaching back to young women is not to tell them to be quiet and to make sure, like, that's not how those women are going to step in and be who they need to be. So that's what I think. Like, this world is not slowing down and is not becoming nicer for women. So we can't be quiet.
So here's what I'll say. Here's what I'll say, because I think there's another spoke in the wheel, right? I hear what she's saying. I hear what
Bring us home.
Yeah. We rounding third right now. We rounding third. The quiet part, I think maybe it was taken literal. But I think it was more of a softness of, I think maybe is where it's coming from. Here's what guys like. And I'm speaking in general here. Most guys, nothing's 100%. Most guys like to look at trashy, but they love classy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying. Yep. We would go to a strip club and look at tip drill, slide down the pole, throw money, have blah.
Said this, right? Hey, that's what I said. That's how I appreciate it.
But remember, it's like Kanye West. It's the messenger, not the message. And here's the problem. We look at that and all of that stuff, yada, yada, yada. But when you go in that picture that Street just had up of Angel Reese, this one right here, is what you would like to walk with every day. I'm just saying, this is a sexy picture. It's a classy picture. It's a picture that this look of this young lady can fit in any and every situation. I'm just telling you what the perception is, right? Mm-hmm. That's just the perception, that this look on her for a man can fit in any situation as a person you want to be in a relationship, married, so forth. But her job may be to sell sex in the sense of sexiness. Like if she's a model, that kind of stuff. When you look at Tom Brady and his former wife, she didn't go to the football games looking like she did on the Victoria's Secret runway.
I agree.
Her job was to sell underwear. Right. But when she walked out, she looked a different way. And class, I think class is something
that's the word. Yeah. Class. That's the word that I couldn't find. Right.
I know. I got
right. You. What she went into, what she went into.
Class, in my opinion, is becoming a lost art because the young women in which you're talking about only see Nicki Minaj, Sexy Red, Glorilla. That's the role models in which they see. So every time they see them, they're in performance mode. They're not in off stage mode. Every time Glorilla just got her boobs done, she on Club Shay Shay with side boob hanging out. Sexy Red always got this. Nicki Minaj, I'm just saying they're always, because they are performers, they're always in performance mode.
Right.
Now, we don't get a chance to see Nicki Minaj negotiate her next record deal.
And exactly. And that's my point, is that and that woman is the same woman. right? That's
We're
my
not saying it's not. You're not saying it's not, but how she presented is always Cardi B, right?
No, but what I'm saying is, I guess what I'm trying to say is the way that he said that about that picture makes it seem like there's not more to her than just being a what did you call it? Say a classy woman that just like there's more to it than just that. It's not that simple. Like the world is way more dynamic than a picture of her and it's her best picture. Like it's her best picture for what? Saying that you want her to be pictured like this, she looks the best. Okay, if that's her best picture where she looks her best classy in your opinion, okay, what's the next picture where she looks the sexiest? What does that picture look like? Because my point is, women can be all of those things.
Like this, put this one up, hey. Put that picture up, hey.
That's my whole point is women can be a multitude of things. And so when you just are looking at one picture and you're like, oh, this is her best picture because she looks classy and she looks feminine and it's like it's taking away from everything else she can bring to the table. That's how I took it. I took it as that picture can be cute and that's cool that it's cute. I'm not saying the picture is not cute. What I'm saying is if you just strip her down to and say that picture is her, is who she should be, and all this, it takes away.
I agree. We're not saying that's all you have to be.
No, that's what you heard for some reason. I think it's because that's what you said.
What I heard you say is that's what I said.
Like what I'm saying is, and you guys can take it or not, because I know we are far away from that. A woman's power is in that.
In what?
What? Hey, what's classy? Being classy. Being feminine.
I'm gonna help you on this. I got you.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go back
where their power lies.
I know. I'm gonna go back. Listen, I'm gonna go back and make a very good point for you, Street. I got your back. I got you.
Yeah.
Follow me, cuz. Just follow me.
Women power
Where's my
lies.
backup? What?
No, you're good. I think we're all backing each other up.
So basically, I came in ready to go to stand on business, and I have two men up here that gotta back each other up and make
Matter of fact,
sure.
I apologize. Let me put you over here so it don't be an issue. Let me put you at the top right. Let me put you in the first chair. So here's what I'm really saying. And here's the mindset when we talk about men. Again, nothing's 100%. I always got to get a disclaimer. Okay. As soon as without saying that. But that's not everybody, coach. All right, here we go.
Right.
This might be a bad example, but y'all follow me. People fantasize. People watch this. People fantasized over Daisy Duke, but we really wanted Claire Huxtable.
Yeah.
People saw Daisy Duke. Boy, look at them little shorts, boy. Blah, blah, blah. But guess what? A strong Claire Huxtable, right? Strong-minded. Not necessarily can't say independent because she was married to Cliff, but stood her ground, put her husband, like she was a strong-minded, beautiful lady, well put together, wasn't overly sexualized in a sense.
Right.
But guess what? When I turn to the left, God dang, boy, look at Daisy Duke. Woo, woo. But when I go home, I want Claire Huxtable. Now, that doesn't mean Claire Huxtable can't wear Daisy Dukes.
Right, right.
The problem is when you saw Daisy Duke, you always saw her in that light. When you saw Claire Huxtable, you always saw her in this light. That doesn't mean.
Yeah.
And Claire had 3 kids, so she had to do something right.
And I'm not exactly saying what we want. The power of Claire Huxtable, right? It's the power it's the respect she demands, right? Because what she puts off. Now she on the weekend she could dress a little different. But
stop.
Oh look, really flawed. Before you answer, was that example bad? Was it really bad or no? Tell me the truth.
It was close. It was close. I get what you're saying. We love looking at Daisy Duke, but the respect that Claire Huxtable demands because of the way she presents herself.
It was an example.
The power and
it was an example. I mean, my thing is that the truth is men and women see things differently. We view things differently. We show up in spaces differently. What I would like to see, and I'm going to clean it up because Coach Hayes, miserable, not good.
That's right.
What I would like to see is a space that allows women to be who they want to be and show up how they want to show up. And that should be good enough.
But it's never going to happen. Can I say this? No, I'm going to say this.
Let it go, dog. Let it shit.
But can I just say this really flawed? And I'm going to be serious. And this is not just about women. This is about anything.
Yeah.
What you're asking for is like trying to mop the ocean. It's never going to happen. Because weirdos. Hold on. Because weirdos. No, but yes.
Weirdos. I'm talking about two normal men.
You got to add them in. You got to factor them in.
Yeah. Because the weirdos are the reason you get comments. The weirdos are the one who made the AI porn thing of Angel Reese. The weirdos are the ones who out there catcalling. Woohoo! Girl, look at that booty. Those are the weirdos. So they always so I say that to say, just like your sandwich, I'm gonna go back for y'all don't know, y'all go follow. You have to take into account. I love that analogy. I'm telling you so. That's why I always bring it up and give you love for it. But you have to account for the bull crap and the foolish answers and responses you're going to get on both sides of the sandwich. You're going to get the super lovers and the super haters, and you cannot avoid it. And that's why I said it's like mopping the ocean. It's pointless. So because you know it's inevitable, you have to take it into account. It has to be a part of the calculation. That's all I'm saying.
My point is, you take it into account doesn't mean that that's going to be the situation all the time. I guess is my point.
I'm never saying all the time. And that's why I say when we say something, the rebuttal to a lot of things is, well, that don't happen all the time.
Yeah, and so that's why
it happens the majority. That's why I always give that disclaimer. Nothing's 100%. I always have to say that because the rebuttal is always going to be, well, that don't happen all the time. Nothing happens all the time. It don't rain every day, but we know it's going to rain. If the sun don't shine every, I literally looked in the sky today. There's not one cloud in the sky today. That don't happen every day.
But
so it just happens.
Go ahead.
You say so. You say you just want a space where women could be
not a space, life. It would be great if life. It'd be great. It'd be great if women if it rained dollar bills also. That doesn't mean I can stop fantasizing about dollar bills.
No, I mean, it's just not how life is. Think about like being gay, like in the 80s. You could.
Where are we going with
it? Because there were people that could not let people know how they felt.
Okay.
It just wasn't accepted.
But here's
many nights they cried themselves to sleep saying, I just wish, you know what I'm saying?
Right. I could tell somebody.
I can tell somebody.
But I guess my point in saying this is, if us normal people, let's call us normal, are having these conversations and we're stepping into spaces to try to understand each other's perspective, what's to say that people that are watching this that won't get off of this won't then go have similar conversations? I guess my point is how you impact change or how you make the world a better place or whatever you want to say is you start laying that foundation and you open your mind and your heart to conversations like this. And maybe some of the weirdos, right, might be friends with somebody that might be able to be like, bro, stop doing that. Like, you know what you see what I'm saying? Like, so that's where I'm coming from, a place of at what point as human beings we can all agree differently.
Mm-hmm.
And we can still hope that it's different. I get that it's not different. I get that it's not, but that doesn't mean I have to stop wishing it was.
There's a difference. And really, Flo, what you just said is mopping the ocean. You're going to get some water out of the ocean with the mop, but you're not going to get it all. Yeah, you can change some people's mind. That's fine. But you're not going to change everybody's mind because you're wishing on something, because unfortunately, there's 350 million people in the United States. Everybody think different, blah, 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 blah. Culturally, things are different. This is different. That's different. You know, so that's what makes people's opinions and experiences and all of that stuff different. And you will never get that opportunity. So you have to always take into account for A, B, C, and whatever D and E may be. And that's just life, right? For example, in the classroom, we in there teaching our behind off. Unfortunately, every kid not going to get it. We wish they could. We differentiated instruction. We talked it. We visualized it. I do, we do, they do. We did all the different techniques in order to teach. And guess what? Poor little Timmy in the back, still up there licking the window. It's just unfortunate, right? It's the part of life. It's just everybody's not going to agree or do just because, and you have exhausted every avenue possible to get them to understand said subject. And unfortunately, some people are just not willing to understand that.
And that's fine. And also, that also doesn't mean that I am not going to stop doing the things that I...
You should.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah. I 100% agree. But I think that's where we kind of get stuck, is there's this like, well, it's never going to change anyway. Well, it's never going to, and it's like, anyways, we could go round and round and round and round about this.
And I'm saying, don't stop. I'm just letting you know that you have to take an account for the weirdos. They're weirdos. You have to take an account for weirdos.
Fair.
Ace.
Yes.
All right. Well, you all got it from here. I think you're going to end it. So
hold on.
Oh, the bottom line is
you gotta be. Hold up, real quick. You got to be here really flawed for the I don't see how, because I got a great one.
Okay, what's the bottom line?
Well, the bottom line of it is women want to be free, and they're going to want to do what they want to do, Hayes, and we just gonna have to protect them. I mean, no matter what they say,
there you go.
we're gonna have to.
Yes,
that's the bottom line, bro. Like no matter what, because if this is what our kids are seeing, this girl has her zipper open and her pants pulled down. Women are sagging now, and the kids just follow the rappers, not the 40-year-old women. This is Sexy Red. I love this song too. She got a cool song, but the kids follow the rappers. The girls now have their zipper open in the front and their pants sagging, right? And then the kids follow it, and so we just gonna have to. They're gonna do what they want to do, and we're gonna have to protect them. And that's just how it's gonna be, bro.
Yeah, and guess what? And if it ever gets to the point where
that's what it's gonna be.
But if it ever gets to the point which society makes these deals, man, we about to get copyright like a mug. But if we ever get to the point where dudes walking around with their hammer hanging out their zipper and that becomes cool, then that'll be happening, right? That'll be happening.
Right.
But that's just not the thing right now. That's not the thing, because why? Because women dictate what men wear and do, right? If a dude walked up on you looking like 2002 with the 5X t-shirt on, the big Jabot jeans, he's a nice person. Guess what? You're gonna laugh at him because women dictate, and for men, women do those things and men like it. And that's why you see what you're seeing. Yeah, you could want to wear that, but you're wearing, again, conditions control the outcome. And that's exactly what it, come on, dog. Anyway.
That kind of sounds like chicken before the egg. What do you think came first, the chicken or the egg? Like, who influences more?
They both influence each other. I think they both.
I think one side does more than the other.
But women never tell us that they're doing it for us. Like, so we never get that full conversation. Like, we never get that full conversation because they say they're not doing it for us.
So then I guess that's the answer. More men do more things for women.
So I guess and women say, hey, no, sexy, she got her pants hanging out for herself.
No, she has that out for clicks and views. I mean, let's keep it real.
And that dictates what we see. But right, that's what we see dictates what. That dictates what the young ladies you talking about, they gonna wear. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to look.
Yeah.
Right.
Jay-Z told us, I'm 30 plus. Hey, I don't wear jerseys no more. I wear button-ups. And people start wearing button-ups. It's just what it is. Yeah. I'll do this, man. I don't see how. Some reason Twitter is the devil's workshop. That's all I'm gonna tell you. I have no
bad now, dog.
Bro, go to the private chat. I'll put the link up there.
Let me see.
Listen, hold up. Before you put up there, I gotta talk about this. I didn't put it up here for what we were talking about, but it seems to fall that way about people wearing what they want to wear.
Oh boy.
I'll say that to say, and go ahead and put that up on the screen, Street, and I'll just let it play, and you tell me what y'all think. Really flawed. I couldn't let you leave without this. And while you're looking at this, give us a I don't see how. Y'all ready? Oh my Lord.
I don't know what's going on here, Hayes.
Just watch. Just no. Start it from the beginning. You ready? Is that the beginning?
That's the beginning.
All right, here we go.
That works for me. All right. Do I need to sign anything? No. Just out of here.
This is a public defender in Seattle, Washington. A real public defender.
My comment about my client, I just met her. She's really nice. She's really smart. She sounds like she's got the right idea about things. I really support what she's up to, and I think it's fabulous. How about that?
God, she's accused of, what is it, criminal trespass.
In the first degree.
Pause it right there.
Is she innocent or guilty?
She's innocent, of course.
She's innocent.
Well, go back to the, oh my God. That's a real public defender. No problem. That was my own see how, like, how in the hell? I guess I'm just going to say they're wearing what they want to wear. Cool? We good? We'll talk to them.
Huh?
Do you, boo, whoever you are in this film, do you?
Would you put your life in their hands? Public defender now. You on trial.
I mean, hell, do you have a choice? Do you have a choice? When you have do you have a choice of public defender?
You don't have a choice. Your life is in their hands.
Yeah, I don't think you have a choice.
Somebody chose RuPaul for you, bro. You ain't have a choice.
Do you? I don't think you do. Do you?
No, you don't.
Okay, you can't be like, I don't want that one. I want the other one.
Could you imagine being up there for murder and she be walking in? And you like, man, Ronald McDonald's.
So the reason I say that, she can do you, boo, like you said. I'm just being funny. But you, when your life on the line, you're thinking several things. Oh my God. Not about the trans, whatever it is, but how in the world is the judge who's over my case or the jury going to perceive my lawyer, and my freedom is on the line?
No, that's fair. Yeah.
Should it?
You sitting out here with fake cleavage all the way down here with some, I don't know what in the world's going on. That's a perfect example.
Why do you think it's fake? Why do you think it's fake?
Really flawed. Really flawed. You know what?
So here we go.
Going next one right there. 5 minutes. You got 5 minutes.
I don't see how Rashid writes them jumped out the car and left the weed in there. I don't see how. I know it was the real deal. Rashid, it wasn't the drill. Y'all had to get out of the car and get missing, but you left the 10 grams of weed in there in the state of Texas, and it's a felony. This is just getting bad.
Why? They should be able. Why? They should be able to do what they want. It's their body.
He did do whatever he wanted. I mean,
but hold up. But he's gonna suffer the consequences.
He is, exactly.
There you go.
But that's what I said. You can do what you want. You just have to take accountability for yourself.
And for the people who don't know, like, I put up the videos. Like, I was there when Rashid Rice got drafted. Like, we put his party together. We shot film of it. I was there the night in Texas when he got drafted. We basically put on the show, made him a part of FOL. I mean, it's sad. It's sad. You know what I'm saying? I showed some of the videos last time, but it just keep getting bad, worse and worse for him. Nah, I don't know. You think he get out of that, Hayes? I don't know if anybody got hurt. You think he get out of it?
Somebody take it. That was my weed, Your Honor.
Yeah, he's gonna pay somebody to take it.
Cause he the cash cow. You can't slaughter the cash.
He already said he was driving. So I don't know what's going on with the homeboys, but his lawyer already said he was driving.
Okay, yeah, but the weed. Right. So, well, unless nobody says it's theirs, then the possession goes to the driver. I'm not a lawyer, but here's my deal. A dairy farmer does not kill his cows for a steak. That's a perfect example. He's the cash cow. He brings home the milk.
Right.
The cow, once you slaughter the cow, is no more cow. Right.
So either he walk around with 2 dudes with 2 strikes.
True. Somebody in the chat said he's licking windows.
Bro, hey, either he walk around with 2 dudes with 2 strikes, and they can't take a charge, his name should have never even been mentioned. They would have just had to prove it in court, right? She was not here. We got to take a fall from a boy. He the cow.
For his, I hope he gets out of this. I mean, but I will say, I hope he gets out of this criminally. But I think the NFL has to come down hard on this, because this is the second off season, or the second time that a guy driving a fast car. The other time, the guy in Vegas, we all know what happened there. So now here's another guy that's racing. Like, at what point are you have to send the message to the league that any car racing is going to give you automatic 8 games? Or I'm making that up, but I'm just saying you have to come hard on this, because the last time it killed a woman. Was it Ruggs?
Yeah.
Was it Ruggs?
Uh-huh.
So
Ruggs killed somebody. Yeah, he's in prison. Yeah.
So it's like, what? Like, if not, I mean, I'm not saying. And again, they're still going to do it in some way, shape, or form, capacity. But you have to do something, because.
Oh no, it's a lot worse than we think it is.
Yeah,
it's a lot. I was driving 2:00 in the city, coming from dropping something off, bro, and saw a swarm of cars coming to me, Hayes. And I thought a concert had just let out or something. But bro, a swarm of cars came to me, and it had to be at least 100 to 200 cars in the city, 27th Avenue, 79th Street, and the police had came.
Mm-hmm.
So what was happening was they gathered in places at night. So when y'all see all these videos of the people doing the donuts, and you think that's somewhere where they all go, no, that's in your hood, late at night, right? That's what the kids are doing.
Fast and Furious,
That's why they all have fast cars.
Fast and Furious,
bro. Hayes.
It's Fast and Furious.
10 block radius, dog. It was to 10 block radius worth of cars. I could not figure out how to get out of it because it was so many of them.
You just holding on to the steering wheel and going straight, like, Lord, please. No, serious.
Like, what am I watching?
No, but Fast and Furious, right? They see that. I'm not saying
Fast
that.
And Furious,
Fast and Furious is to blame.
Oh, they call it takeover. See, they know what it is.
Yeah. So here's what I'll say real quick.
Wait. Can somebody explain to me, is that the one where you're racing or driving the car and then somebody else gets in the car?
I think they go meet up. No, I think they go meet up in a rural spot, right? And they all have their Dodge Chargers and their Challengers and their Durango. That's why they all have the same cars.
Right.
And they meet up, and it's hundreds of them, kind of like we used to do on 119th, right? But they're car racing. So when the police come, it's like a sport. When the police come, it's like a sport.
Okay,
I thought we all have fast cars. Yeah,
they're doing something else in Texas where they're like, the kids are driving, and then somebody's getting out of the car, and the passenger's coming over to the passenger seat.
That's ghost riding the whip. They ghost riding the whip.
God.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Here's what I'll say. I remember this back in the day. We used to go to Chrome Avenue about 12:30 at night, and they used to do a 1/4-mile race out there on Killer Chrome. They would meet up. Matter of fact, I never forget, the first time I ever seen a Dodge Viper was from Orlando, because that's when they had the counties on it. It said orange on the tag. I had never seen a Dodge Viper. Man, that thing was fast, man. But I was just saying, like, that's part of it. Now, I can tell you this. We saw, I want to say it was Ben Roethlisberger, Steelers fan. He's the one who fell off a motorcycle one time, right?
Yeah, motorcycle, yeah.
And then they put in his contract a clause he couldn't ride motorcycles anymore. So they may do that in, like, it's like standard language. If you're caught drag racing, then it may just be standard language in standard NFL contracts if it becomes a huge problem. And for guys who don't do it, it's not a big deal, right? But for the ones who do it, at least it's a blanket rule across all standard contracts that this is the case in X, Y, and Z. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I just think they have to do something. This can't keep happening. Like, you can't keep having your stars racing down the highway. Like, it just, like, we got to do something about that.
No, I get it, dog. And the funny thing about it, these guys have the money, but again, this is just stupid. Hold up. But I'm going to just say this. They could go to raceways, put their car on the raceway. Yeah. But guess what? Really? I'm finna be real petty right here. Petty Pendergrass. I'm sorry. But they feel good racing in the regular streets.
Go watch my video right now. See, here you go. You're tipping.
Yeah,
Your tone is changing. You're
but I
getting real
prefaced
negative.
it. I did the Ocho thing. I tried to soften the blow. I said, I'm about to be messy, petty Pendergrass, right, Street? And what did I say?
Yeah.
He feels
Go
good.
watch my video.
Look,
You're grounded.
he's driving his car. He's driving his car throughout the city because that's what he wants to do. But he should. He can do that, but he should go to a raceway where it mitigates the risk of accidents, of pedestrians. And if he does have an accident, they have the proper people there to have the ambulance on staff, all of that kind of stuff. But I understand.
Yeah.
You follow me on that? Just another
Anyways,
love. TKO.
I
Flo,
appreciate
what's your you got a YouTube?
I do. I have a YouTube. Ellen usually drops it in the chat.
Ellen, drop it in the chat for us.
I just be on there talking about whatever, if you want a woman's perspective on, sports, life, whatever. I'm just on there having a good time, putting out content, living my best life.
Where you from?
All right.
Texas.
What part?
Hook 'em.
Oh, she's a Texas fan. They finally done started playing football. Now they all want to throw up horns and shit.
Shout out to CJ Baxter. Shout out to CJ Baxter. Hey, real quick, impromptu. You got to give us I don't see how right quick. I know you didn't think about it, but just what pops to your mind right now? I don't see how. 400 people in the chat. Y'all clapping up while she think about it. Clapping up while she think about it.
It's kind of old. It's kind of old.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't see how the Atlanta Falcons paid Kirk Cousins all that money to come and be his quarterback. That's going to be I don't see how. And nobody can ever make me understand that because I think that was the wildest thing. That is my comment for the night.
You remember how much he got? What did he get?
I think he's making 40 million a year. So what is it, 120? I think he got 120.
It's something about Kirk Cousins because even when he left Minnesota, the team put out a whole statement on the internet they tried, but they couldn't. It's something about him.
I lied. It is 180. It's 180.
I said that 180.
And how old is he?
100 guaranteed.
How old is he?
He is 35, coming off of an ACL injury or an Achilles injury.
Hayes, do you have any idea? But it's something about him. It's something about him.
You put me in that corner street. Don't you do it. Don't put me in that corner street.
Bro, listen. They trying to win games. It has to. He's been revered and he's been adored in the league for a long time. And he's had some crazy games.
And then I'm going to leave the studio.
Okay, go. I'm listening.
He's white.
Damn, I tried not to do it, Street.
He has shown that he can get along with his black teammates and they all love him and gravitate towards him.
Okay.
He looks good in front of things. So I don't know if you remember when they won and they were on the private jet home and he was on the wearing the chain, wearing the glasses, listening to rap music. He's cool. And so I feel like he's able to play the part of the type of guy they want. He's marketable of the guy they want to lead their franchise. And he's white. And I think a lot of people see white with stability. I'm just going to take it a step further and say they also just hired a black coach. And I think when you can neutralize some things, I think it makes it prettier. It paints a picture of we know what we're doing. That's what I feel.
Give me another Kirk Cousins. Give me another Kirk Cousins. Give me another guy.
Smooth up top, but the feet are like this underneath, going fast, fast, fast. That's what it is.
Give me another Kirk Cousins. That's not Tom Brady. Give me another guy that got around like that. Fitzpatrick wasn't. He looked like a caveman
in his later years. But what I'm saying is, he always got a job. He's a guy that always got a job.
But that's not what she just explained. She just explained.
Case Keenum. Case Keenum. Respectfully, Derek Carr.
Yes.
Well, no, Joe Burrow could actually. Joe
Burrow can play. I feel like he can play.
But he ain't been in the league.
Play too.
Yeah, but he ain't been in the league long enough to say that. We talking about some old head stuff, dog.
So I would say,
No, 180 is crazy, bro.
15-year vet, dog. We talking about 15-year vet.
And
Joe Burrow ain't that old.
These guys have done nothing, but somehow they're still safe and great hires and will overpay for them And, you know, maybe, let's hope. Maybe.
You say
Show
you
us
think
your limit could have lasted.
You think Chat GPT got Kirk Cousins top 10 quarterback in the NFL?
Chat GPT. I
No.
think that's an interesting point, but no.
Let's see what Chat GPT got to say.
Kurt Warner, but Kurt Warner won stuff at a high level. I mean, come on, yeah.
Kurt Warner won, yeah.
Yeah.
But my thing is this isn't Kirk Cousins' first finesse. That's my thing.
Right.
She said a finesse.
He finessed the Vikings.
That boy Fugazi, boy.
Are we? I mean, I'm not making this up. Like, he didn't give them anything. How much did he? What was his contract for the Vikings?
And we're gonna say Cam Newton still can't play.
What was his contract for the Vikings?
He did finesse the Vikings because he had that crazy game, that Washington game, when he threw all those touchdowns. Right?
3 years, $84 million, all guaranteed. To do what? What did he do? I think that was when he won his one playoff game. So you went from that contract, 3-year, $84 million, to now a 4-year, $180 million. 5 years later, and you just tore your Achilles.
With 100 guaranteed. With 100 guaranteed.
So you got more money guaranteed later in your career. You've only won one playoff game, and I don't even think he's going to be ready until like game 6, 7, 8, maybe ish. So what are we doing? So, but whatever. I mean, whatever.
I've done this list 3 different ways, and Kirk Cousins doesn't come up in here. No, maybe I'm gonna do top 20. Let's see.
So here's what I'll say while you're doing that typing. These are the games that are played like trading places.
Yep. Politics.
Bro, $180 million is a lot of money. But to the billionaires, it's like, I guarantee somebody made a bet. I bet another owner was like, hey, dog, if you take Kirk Cousins, pay him 180, and he take y'all to the playoffs, I give you $500 million. You're like, I bet. It's just that kind of stuff, dog. They're like, I bet. Because 180 million is nothing to billionaires. Like, that's peanuts to them. I guarantee it, bro. I guarantee, and like I say, Cam can't keep a job. Lamar Jackson still being questioned. Like,
Russell Wilson getting thrown all across the league.
Yeah.
I put my channel in the chat. Ellen doesn't seem to be here with us anymore.
I think Ellen left. In the private. Maybe I could put it up.
What did you say?
Maybe put on here too. I said I'm gonna put it up because I don't know if it allows.
What did you say about Wilson?
And Russell Wilson is about as clean as we gonna get when it comes to dark green, guys.
Yeah.
My bad, y'all. I put it right back in the private chat. I'm sorry. I put your channel right back in the private chat.
So 2022 as of 2022
my point
season.
Is, but at least Wilson has won.
Right.
So what, I mean, and that's always my thing is like, I don't care at the end of the day, what you pay these guys doesn't impact my life at all. Right. Like, I'm not getting any of this money, but I think that it's just another precedent that's being set. And now my thing is, so I also selfishly picked the Atlanta Falcons to be my sleeper team this year. But now you've just locked up $40 million on something that I thought was going to be an advantage for you because you were going to have a lot more money to spend. You know what I mean? Like, I think they picked 8th or 9th in the draft. So I was super excited about this. And now you go and do this. So I'm like, great.
Got a point, studio.
What did he say?
No, we were talking about NFL throwing games, and he said, well, coach, I guess based on my logic, they could do that. They could throw games.
Oh, that's a whole different conversation for a whole different day, but I agree with that.
Anyway, man, let's get out of here, man. It's Friday night, 411 people. Shout out to 411 in the building, man.
Yeah,
we went a little bit long.
I didn't decrease the numbers, and I didn't even have to come on here and be sexy.
And yes, you do, because here it is. You said your message. You said you didn't want to blind your message with your sexiness. Now your message has been said. Now you can reveal, and then we'll go on.
Nobody listening to you no more.
Nobody listening anymore. We about to go and get up out of
Nobody
here,
cares anymore. Nobody cares anymore. I'm old news. They're on to the next. Somebody said earlier, guys only pay attention for, what they say, for 6 seconds or something. So my 6 seconds are up.
They've been on here for 2 hours and 19 minutes and 48, 49, 50 seconds. So there it is.
I appreciate both of you for letting me
really
come and talk. And I appreciate good dialogue. I feel like we don't have good dialogue enough in this world. And I just appreciate that. Like it's missing. And I'm glad that we were able to have it.
I like her. Hey, she know her football. Why we don't have on her here more? We invite her on here every now and then. Chat GPT, why Kirk Cousins getting paid so much?
Well, and the other thing is, it was important
because he secured a 4-year, $180 million contract with the Atlanta Falcons. This deal includes a $50 million signing bonus and $100 million guaranteed, with $90 million of that guaranteed for 2024 and 2025, plus another $10 million in 2026 that becomes fully guaranteed in March 2025.
Nasty.
Such contracts are often a reflection of the player's perceived value to the team,
there you go,
including their on-field performance, leadership, and the market demand for experienced quarterbacks.
That's crazy.
So they're saying because of experience? Is that anyway?
His perceived value. Perceived value, I think, is where it all lies at.
Perceived value. Interesting. Yeah. But we know what that is. Whiteness.
Yeah, but they make that money right back, dog.
I think you would have to look at the Atlanta. You're Atlanta Falcon fan? You're Atlanta Falcon fan?
I'm not. So I'm a huge
You're
Steelers
Atlanta Falcon fan?
No, I'm a Steelers fan, but what I did was I picked, or like as soon as the season ended, I picked my sleeper team for the following year because I watch a ton of football, and it was the Atlanta Falcons for a ton of reasons. Well, they just kind of ruined one of the reasons that I had them, because I think that they have a chance to do some amazing things, and I don't think that division's very good. I don't think that division's going to be very good next year.
So what's about to happen with before y'all get out of here? What's about to happen with your two quarterbacks?
I think Wilson's the starter, and I think Fields is the backup. And I think that everyone's aware of that. I think this is going to work in two ways. I think Wilson is going to be pushed by Fields, and Wilson can teach Fields how to whatever it is that he's missing, he can teach him. And then I think if the Wilson experiment doesn't work, then they have Fields to come in and do what he needs to do. I think the great thing for me is that Pittsburgh has they have a good coach. They have a good organization. I think it's a good chance for them to kind of figure each other out. I think the terrible thing for the Steelers is that we're in the AFC North. And so sometimes we win ugly. Every game we play, it's almost every game we play is ugly. That's how we win. And you have to have a grinder at quarterback and somebody that can really get in there and grind it out. I see more of grinding. Yeah, I see more of grinding in Wilson than I do in Fields right now. But I've also seen more of Fields in his career than I've seen more of Wilson than I have of Fields. So, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see what they do.
Right.
But that's my quick take. But sorry.
Love it. Y'all go check out Really Flawed. Listen, y'all go check out Really Flawed. Her YouTube channel, LV has already put in the chat. Go click it. That's why a couple of people have already left, because they went to go subscribe. Let's get it to 2,000 subscribers, 4,000, 8,000 subscribers. Also, appreciate you, Really Flawed, for being on the anniversary show or being there yesterday with us, man. We had the 4-year anniversary. That was fun and everything else. Street, anything you like to say before we get up out of here, man?
No, man, that was good. That was good.
I knew it would be good. I knew it'd be good.
Because we can all learn from each other, but we can all learn from each other, but we don't listen. And I think when you listen, then you can come to a conclusion of, hey, they're gonna do what they want to do. We just gonna have to protect them.
I was gonna say, hey, you come to the conclusion that you were wrong and she was right.
They're gonna do what they want to do, Hayes, and we just gonna have to protect them. We're gonna be fighting, and that's gonna be.
Hey, we over here with a steak on our eye tomorrow. I told you not to wear that damn
You know
shirt.
what?
I told you not to wear that damn shirt.
We will pick you up and we will love on you. We will be supportive, and then we can continue to move on. That's how the world goes round.
Hey, you gonna wear that shirt next weekend? Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway, we out here. Peace, love, and health. Grease. We'll catch y'all Monday. Coach finna go cut a rug off in this thing, man. We finna make it happen. We out here. Peace.